So we make our way down to Peaches through the district of the stop, or as everyone here knows, that it is the district of the Seven. So the end of the workday celebration has ended because it's gotten a little bit late. It's definitely dark outside, and John's probably not let mist out of his sights as they were going through. And again, they go through the door that has a duck on the door, and they come in and they see the mistress and tells us to sit down wherever and for you all not to make trouble. It's too late in the day to make trouble. So I assume that you all sit down.
You might want to keep your hood up, lad. There's more like you, the real you, than you'd like to have noticing you, the new you.
That would be fine.
So what brought you here?
Elaborate.
Lab rat.
Said elaborate.
How'd you end up in the school? I mean, I saw the end of how you got there. But were you summoned?
Apparently I am to pretend to be that which I hate.
You're ironic, that.
The gods are fickle and the gods are funny.
Why do you suppose the school would make you lie? I'm questioning the school at this time.
Well, between me and you, Hubshine is not what it seems.
What makes you think that?
They view the history of this realm one way, when the truth necessarily may be another.
Well, you apparently stood on the side of the humans when the demon war came. I was barely squinting my eyes open as it came to pass. It was but stories in my ears. And yes, I knew the hatred. Anything with horns that walked around, you expected to be of them. But being tossed out to the sea and surviving with what you could, you not always took someone's looks as you would their heart.
But why take the risk?
They took a risk on me.
Are you?
I'm but an
Something.
elf.
Yes. Are not elves of this plane, of our realm? Are elves not natural to this world?
Lad, you speak as if you don't understand. Elves are fae-born.
They are.
Same lineage, millions of years in the making. Originated with outsiders. Same as these tieflings.
Remember, Thetadolyon doesn't know that. Not really. They knew that you have a little faith in you, but we don't really know your full heritage.
In my understanding of our world's history, your elven lineage bring great evil and strife upon our land, has it now?
Did you have the same hatred for orcs? For goblins? Bugbears? Dragons?
Well, my answer to your question on that is a bear evil, or cat, or dog? Are they considered evil just because they feel the need to hunt? They feel the need to protect their territory?
If their master bloods them and turns them into killers, does not that mean they're beasts to be put down? I believe in nurture.
In some ways. You can't let the beast get out of hand, but why would you invite something that was not natural to our world?
And once again I say to you, glance upon yourself.
If you've seen what came to pass, you know this is not to be true.
But it's what is seen. Like I said, the nature looks as if you're born of the devils. The nurture says otherwise. The true can be of any of the horned folk. Whether they be canoodled or made whatever they do, they say in the school, what is it, a pact? No better than an oath, if you ask me.
Well,
This pure young lad who you've taken the guise of, what of him? You saw when the spirit of whatever it was done whatever it did, what Lilypad said, poof, and now you're it.
as far as I'm concerned, I did him a favor. I purged whatever.
Do you feel as if you should be purged now?
Take my life.
Once again, how can I ride into battle with someone like you?
I've
Not with the horns, with the heart.
I've not asked you to go into battle with me. I have no plans to go into battle.
Do you have any understanding of where you've been placed? What our mission will be?
Oh, I understand.
If you want to fight the nasties of the world, what's out there beyond the bubble, you'll make it through the school. And then you can do whatever you want with your oaths. If there be terrible outsiders out there, which we believe there to be.
My care is not with what lies outside the borders. My concern is with the corruption, the lies, the deceit, and the filthiness that resides within the walls.
Then I'll offer you this. If they'll let you quit the school. For us that are in the school are to deal with what's out. So that we can make better what's in.
I'll lean in. Well then, Elf, I guess you and your companions need to figure out a way to save the other from the blade.
Did you understand the talking hat? It made about as much sense as mud water out of the turtle's arse.
That is not my concern. That burden does not rest on my shoulders.
Well, where'd the blade come from then?
I have told you all I know. The blade has always been with me for as long as I can remember.
Say forth your true name.
Damien.
Damien. Do you have a surname, Damien?
The only name that concerns you is Damien.
Ironic, don't you find it? A Damien with horns.
As I said, fickle.
How do you know your heritage just did not come through true with your fulfilled vow? Because that's what happens to them, you know.
I do not.
Your head's more boggled without the rum than with. I say you'll be better with. Drink up.
Tell me, Elf, what do you know of the history before Hubshine was sealed off?
Only was passed along the shores and the breaths, under the breaths of those who dare speak the names that were involved.
I will say this, Elf. You may be more open-minded than the others when it comes to the workings of our fair city. Would you like to see the other side?
I'm a sailor. I doubt there's a side to this city I haven't seen.
Can I take that?
But surely, show me your home. I lay gold on the table for the drinks we had.
So, do you all exit the? So you exit the bar and you start heading east, which is down into the older parts. They call them the old slums. They're not completely old. And you come up upon a neighborhood that's not in the greatest of repair, but John happens to remember it because there's a building that not more than a day or so ago he emerged from with some of his people from the sea. There's this old temple-looking thing with a W on it. So, and around those houses, you walk past this building that you all emerged from, which is now still boarded up, because it's been reboarded up since you all got out from your sea predicament. He takes you to a house. So, the door's closed. What do you do?
Disguise self.
Disguise self. I guess you look like your previous person.
Yeah.
You know, they say there were were-rats back in that town, and they were mashed to death by a giant dwarf. Not that I ever saw a giant dwarf, but they said it was a giant dwarf. He's at the school now.
I've heard of the dwarf. Heard of many of them.
Do you knock on the door?
Yeah, 3 knocks.
Right? So you do 3 knocks, and the door opens, and there's just blackness, and you'll step inside, and that was where we will fade out